Hello, Oye is here, and I know it's Tuesday evening, night, wherever you're joining me from. Let me know if you can hear me and you are there on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. I'm so excited to be here on Tuesday night, and it's so different, right? Maybe it feels strange, and I believe your week is going great. It's already midweek. It's already midweek. It's already midweek. Let me see who's there. And if you can hear me, I'll appreciate that you letting me know that you can hear me. Are you there on Facebook? All right. Am I audible? Yes, I'm here, and it's Tuesday night. I'm here, and it's Tuesday night. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. All right. Okay. In the midst of trying to check if everything is okay, because on last Saturday, Facebook was trying to throw me out. So I'm trying to check if everything is okay. It's a testing, but however, I'm going to be teaching. How about that? Let's do a double dose. It's a testing at the same time I'm going to be teaching right now. At least I'm here. I'm here anyways. Why not teach? Why not do what you love to do? And the week has been amazing. The week is going amazing. The week is going great. I'm super excited with what God is doing and what is still going to do this week. So if your week, some people your week just started yesterday. For some of us, it's already past midweek. 2 more days for the week to finish. However your week has been, just stay focused and stay strong, because I believe that it's going to end in praise. Whatever you're trusting God for, just as I love to say, that there is always light behind the tunnel. So on the lighter note this evening, I'll be talking about finding balance in our family life, in our parenting. There are quite a lot of things that happen in the journey of parenting that can be so funny and weird. But if we don't understand how to find balance, we might get overwhelmed or get tired, exhausted in our parenting. So if you are seeing my face for the very first time today, my name is Oye Liar, but you can call me Oye for short. And I am your parenting coach and your family life practitioner. And I'm so pleased to be here today. Every Saturday, I go live for Parenting Essential, but this is just one of those weekdays that I'll be coming live. And this is not Parenting Essential, it's just going to be general. So some Tuesdays like that, or Monday thereabout, I'll be live. We're going to just share issues of life, and we're going to answer questions. And I'm glad to be here today. And tonight, I just want to talk briefly on finding balance in our family life. Parenting can be so overwhelming. Family in general can be so demanding, and if we are not careful, if especially parents, I'm not going to say mothers because the work's supposed to be for both, but when we talk about parenting, what comes to the mind of many is we're talking about mothers. Parenting is not about mothers only. It's a work, it's a job for both fathers and mothers, except one is not available. Maybe in the case of one is late. But if both are available, it's a job of two. It's a job of two. Even if you are divorced, parenting should be the job of two. All right. So it's a job that we can be so excited about. Parenting is just we can be so excited, especially when you are the first time mom or first time dad. The joy that comes with I'm going to be a parent. And the excitement is there. And you see a lot of people, after a few months, they're already tired. Like, nobody told me it's going to be like this. Nobody told me parenting is like this. Because why is that happening? Because oftentimes we are not really prepared to see what is ahead. We are not prepared to see what parenting is all about. We're just excited about bringing another soul, another body, another human to life. But we are not actually prepared for the task ahead. So that is why a lot of people are always overwhelmed. So parenting is that one job that we are so we are expected to be perfect. I mean ourselves, not from people. We think, we just going to get it. We take one day at a time, one step at a time. Nobody need to tell you this. And some people, they are not even ready to learn anything. When the child comes, I'm just going to be okay. The child is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. And that is why we always believe. But sometimes our children, we always remind us that it's not so. We think we are perfect. We think we know all. But our children responsive sometimes we always get us to that self-check or to the check, because that is not self-check. To check. They checkmate us to tell us that it's not so. It's not like we're perfect. So we always say nobody's perfect. We all learn. We are all work in progress. We learn as we go. But it is very important to always find balance, just like what I said I was going to talk about, what I'm going to talk about today. So let's talk about the joy and the challenges that we can face and the hilarious moments in our parenting journey. Sometimes some things will just happen, you just laugh it off. But some of the things that we just laugh off, we see on a lighter mode. If you have not, develop yourself, be emotionally intelligent, be psychologically prepared to be a parent, those are the things that give many blood pressure. Those will be the things that will give some sleepless nights. So that is why we have to be sensitive in our parenting journey. Let me quickly share a story that a friend told me sometimes back. A friend of mine told a 5-year-old child of hers that, clean up your room, and there's no TV today. Just clean up your room. And the little boy cleaned his room very well. I cleaned up everywhere. The mom came and he saw that the room is so cleared. The room is clean. And the mom felt, no, I'm doing a good job. When you see your children do an amazing things, especially the skill that you're trying to teach them or you've taught them and you're trying to see the result, you're trying to check if they've learned that particular skill and you see everything going smoothly, naturally you're just going to be proud of yourself. So it was a proud moment for this mom. Like seeing our 5-year-old son cleaning up everywhere, everything. She thought, I eat the jackpot in my parenting, and that is it. The boy has cleaned everywhere. Little did she know that everything that was scattered in the room, the toys, the books, everything that the boy was expected to clean was all pushed under the bed. Have you ever find yourself in that kind of situation before? That you're just going to open their bed or something and you realize that everything they're supposed to clean up, it is just lying there. All they did was just maybe get a broom and just push everything under the bed. And if you are not, maybe you didn't check, you're just going to feel like, oh my, good job, I did it. I'm a good parent. I'm a good mom. I'm a good father. My children can actually clean after themselves. Everything was just found under the bed, including the pizza crust and everything. And she asked, why did you do that? Why do you have to push everything under the bed? And the boy said, you did not ask me to clean under my bed. You just said, clean the room. The children can be so funny sometimes and they're going to say back to you and they're going to hold you. So situation like this, you can choose to be upset. You can choose to laugh it out and get a teachable moment. But this situation that we actually have to learn to find balance in our parenting. Why did you do that? But you didn't tell me. You didn't tell me to clean here. You just tell me to clean my room, and I've just done that. And the truth is that the room was cleared. Everywhere was cleaned. And you have to know that the children literally, they can take instruction just the way it is. They take instruction literally. So we need to be clear why we're giving instruction most of the time. We need to be specific, especially when we know the kind of children we are dealing with. And that is where it comes in, we understanding the uniqueness of that child. If you have 10 children, it doesn't matter. You have to understand each child's uniqueness. You know that some of them, when you speak to them, they understand. Some of them, you need to sit them down, show pictures, explain again and again, ask questions for you to know if they understood. For some of them, it depends. That is why you understand that particular one that you're giving the instruction to. And the boy said, he didn't tell me, and that is it. And for such a child, if you're dealing, for one, the boy was still quite young. I said 5 years. And, realize that some 10 years are still doing the same. Some 12 can still do the same. So when you understand the uniqueness of the child that you're dealing with, you'll be able to know how to pass across the message, how to check the skills that you're trying to teach. But we need to find a balance. It is not every time that you have to, stress yourself about. Sometimes you just have to choose, you choose your battle and laugh over some things while you teach along the line, So let me ask you questions that you have to ask yourself today. Or can you just remember or think about one funny moment or your funniest moment in your parenting journey? And some of you, you just have a baby now, maybe you have 3 months, yet you have funny moments now. Maybe the funny moment can be, I can't remember one of the boys. I have so many children, not biological. I remember one of them, I was in the hospital and the nurse was, we can't discharge this boy because he has not peed. Here, your baby needs to pee. And I think everywhere in the world, the baby needs to pee, poo before they will discharge the baby. And the nurse was like, okay, this baby cannot go. And I was right there. I remember this vividly. This is about 10 years ago. And as the nurse was opening the diaper, And this baby just peed straight into the nurse's face. I said, has he peed now? Can we go? It was a very nice, I felt so good and relieved because, they wanted to give it a lot of terms medically. And I was trying to stay strong in my faith. And I remember that boy, yes, and the nurse was just opening. The memory is so fresh in my head. The nurse was just opening the diaper, and the boy just peed straight into the nurse's face. It's a kind of nice moment. It might be so personal for the nurse, like, why would the baby do that or upset? But for me, it was a very great moment. I was very happy. At least you cannot say you did not see that pee. You cannot say there's a problem with this child. So these are moments that we just need to just think about what is the funniest moment that you have experienced. Maybe as an auntie who is into parenting, an uncle who is into parenting, a parent, a father or a mother. What do you think is the funniest moment? Just share it in the comment section, and I'm so glad to read later. Share your funniest moment, the one with your child. Something that your child ever said to you. Mommy, I remember those days. If I say something that I've said something and I do anything contrary, my children will tell me, Mommy. They will quickly remind me, call me to other parenting essential. I just laugh and I just thank you for the reminder. So they were like my accountability partner. They ensure that I don't say one, I do another, because they're going to hold me responsible and say, Mommy, Coach Oye. They put me on the line, and I'll just smile at it, and I just must say thank you for the reminder. So just think about that funny moment and think of the one you can share with us and put it on the comment section. I can't wait to read from you. What are one lessons your child has taught you in this life? Many times we think we know. But when we think about our parenting journey, you will know that you've learned one or two things from your children. Lesson of life skill. In fact, life skill. What is that thing? One particular thing that thank God for parenting. You don't have to be biological parent in this case. When I talk about parenting, even if you're a caregiver, you are a parent. So if you are rearing a child, maybe somebody's child is with you, you might be an uncle and auntie, I'm referring to you. As long as you're taking care of a child, what is that thing that you have learned? That is what I refer you as a parent, and I say, well done, kudos to you. Kudos to you. What is that thing that you can take away or you have learned from this journey? Parenting is it's not even always. Parenting is not about perfection. And that is one thing I come to encourage us tonight. Because sometimes we beat ourselves to, no, my child. Anytime you find yourself always in the space of, oh, how can my child do that? My child, and you're beating yourself, you are stressed, anxiety is setting in, you lost your sleep, you lost your peace. Know that you are not in parenting anymore, but you are wearing a self-ego. Can I say that again? Anytime your child has done something, maybe because people are looking at you, maybe because nobody even saw it, but it's pride. That is not the journey that we are embarking on, because this journey is not about perfection. It's about learning in the process. It's about moving and learning part-time. So, but when you always find yourself, or if you always find yourself in this situation of, how can my own child do this? I remember when my children were much younger, there's some things that I will not give them instruction about. I just feel like they should know. That thing is just in my head. They should know. They are something, and the truth is that they will not know. They should not know. Our job is to teach the skill. Our job is to teach them. This particular point I'm raising, it was the Holy Spirit. I don't know if you are not a Christian, you might not understand what I'm saying. It was the Holy Spirit that caught my attention to that and said, no, you teach them. They cannot know. You've not taught them that. I just always assume, why wouldn't they know that? Coach Oye's children. We can all be in this situation. We can all be a victim, or we are guilty yet busy. We are very busy with we are very guilty with our being busy. And we really, really need to be careful with this. I just realized that no, they will not know. Children will not know. We are supposed to unfold it to them. We are supposed to open them, teach them the skill. So in case that is your situation tonight, and this is what I've come to tell you, please relax. Make sure it's nothing about you. Make sure you teach the skill, not expecting them to automatically know it. Teach the skill and always take things on a lighter mode. Not just, you just want to win. I understand we are all winners, but it's not about win-win celebration every time. Sometimes, the funny failure will come and we laugh about it. We take some of these things for a teachable moment, and that is totally okay. We learn in the process. While we are also raising our kids, we are also learning in the process. We are getting better. We are learning, getting more equipped, understanding, knowledge, exposure in becoming a better parent. That is it. And we have some joyful moments. We have some moment of chaos, maybe in family communication. It depends. Just imagine a scenario that it's been a busy day for you as a father or as a mother. You've been busy. It's busy day. The kids have done their homework. Everybody's done. Dinner is served, and you just feel like let me just pick a remote and just relax and watch a movie or a clip or a news, and you can't find the remote. And sincerely, that was what you desire at that time, because it's already a fulfilled day. Everybody is okay. Children assignment is done. Maybe Bible study is done. You just want to relax and maybe check the coffee table or under the couch or under the table, and you can't find the remote. And you know what happens next? The children will say, not me. I didn't take it. I didn't take it. I didn't take it. These are little things, yet a lot of people get stressed about it. A lot of people get stressed about these things. These are things that we need to actually learn how to deal with. It's nothing. It's nothing. Even if the children, I've seen children, they just turn into a moment of argument and noise. Maybe you have a toddler in the house, and this toddler, they are the most suspects for this. The toddler can pick the remote and just put it under the couch or under the bed or somewhere. What if you just take this moment to be a teachable moment? A teachable moment, instead of you stressing yourself on something that is not really. I know you want to rest, yes, but don't give yourself blood pressure on things like this. But I'm tired now. I just want to watch a movie. No, come on, calm down. You can make a joke about it. You can, it's not every time that we have to be on our. It's not even good at all. Don't let me polish it that it's not every time. It is not good. So these are the things that we have to pay attention to and work on it and get better. We have to get better, Instead of just jiggling and just shouting and ranting, we can use it as a teachable moment for ourselves. We can also, the way we handle such situation is going to determine how our children is going to learn how to communicate within each other. Sometimes I check myself. Anytime I see what I don't want to see in the life of my children, maybe their communication is changing, maybe in raising voice, I just tell, I always tell my husband when we talk about this, I say, okay, you know what? Let's leave these children and check ourselves. It's something. If indeed we want to be truthful to ourselves, if you have, you have what is called values for your family, you do regular openness meeting, you do the things you're supposed to do, and maybe you cited or you're noticing something that you don't want to see, what I do first as a parent is to check me. If I check me, I can determine how to deal with my children, because I need to do self-check, because where would they get this from? So if it's not from me, the next thing is to check who are the people they are relating with. What are they watching? How can I deal with this? Then we can sort this out. But the first thing is always for you to check yourself. Instead of you just shouting on a child who is already raising voice. So you are using loud voice to correct the wrong. So you are using the wrong to correct the wrong that you actually want to correct. I don't know if I'm making sense to you, but I'm sure somebody's getting the point. So we have to know how to create balance. So in this kind of situation, what is the best thing to do? What can we do? The first thing to do is just to laugh it off. Sometimes you just have to be intentional in laughing some situation off if you don't want to have high blood pressure. You just laugh it off, because you have to check. Is this going to harm somebody? Is it harming me? Is it harming the child? Is anybody's life on the line? Is anybody's life going to be on standby? Just check. Safety. Nobody's affected. So you laugh it off. You laugh it off. That's how we teach our children a sense of humor. Just joke and say something about it while they are learning the process. Not every time you're strong, your face is just like, I don't know what I can call it. I call those parents Alpha and Omega. You are principality and power. And we have to learn to relax. Relaxation is not, for me, is not when you sleep or anything. From the mind first. Enjoy that peace of mind. Don't just stress yourself. Shut it off. Whatever you're going through, shut it off. Many times why we rant, why we are unable to handle situation is because of what we might be going through, maybe in our work, in our businesses. So we oftentimes not be able to separate that from our parenting, and we tend to allow our children to be victim of the situation. So we have to be careful. So laugh it off. Number 2 is to teach problem solving skills. You can use the situation, whatever scenario that happened, to teach problem solving skills. You turn everyday moment into an opportunity to teach your kids. Talk about it. Let them share their experience. Share your views. Talk about it. Then you can conclude on something. You do a kind of teamwork. Let it be hands-on, practical. Why we also model positive communication. I've said that already. What you want to see is what we do. If you don't want to see it, don't do it. Don't see because you want to correct the child. That's why it is okay now to shout and raise your voice and say, but I'm talking to you. So a child who is already shouting. All right, let me just call it a day. I don't mean to stay long here, and I think I'll spend a few minutes, and I think that is good enough for this quick session. I hope you've gained something today. Yes, it's still me, Oyelayo, and I am here on a quick live broadcast where I check that all things are okay. Get ready for all the live that I'll be doing. So I'll be coming up randomly like this as I feel so, apart from Life Parenting Essential. So anytime you see notification, until I have a specific day during the week, just if you have the time, just join in, because there is always something to learn. There's always something to learn. And there's always something to learn because we are all learning. There's no master of all. I know it. And that is it. Parenting is a learned skill. Yes, we have learned and we are still learning. And if you're still confused in your parenting, there's always an avenue to learn. There are quite a lot of coaches out there they can learn from. Trusted one. They kind of a lot of parenting classes there, and we also have our own parenting classes that you can join. The Parent Child Connection is coming in April, and early registration is going to be starting in February. So you can do well and register. Learn how to connect with your children, and this time around is coming bigger and better. It's an improved curriculum. And I promise you, if you have done it before, you want to do it again, because this time around it's going to be bigger and better. All right. I want to say thank you all for joining me today. Thank you so much. If you're there, thank you. Let me see who is there. If I can quickly say hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let me see who drop a comment. All right. I can see Shidera Esther, thank you for joining. All right, let me read this. All right, okay. Shidera Esther, I can see you there. Ba JJ, thank you, sir. Ba JJJ. I must complete it. Thank you so much for joining. Finding balance is essential. Thank you. Yes, very, very, very important. Okomi, thank you for joining. Thank you for being back here. Thank you for doing everything you're doing. Thank you for ensuring, come on, sit down, come and talk. I was like, I don't want to sit down. Say, come on, sit down and talk. Thank you for doing all you do. I appreciate you, sir. God bless you. God bless you for your encouragement. Thank you for always believing. Thank you for always being the strength when I am weak. Thank you so much, and I love you. And I love you with the love of God. Beyond God's love, we still love you. And everything. God's love, all love is still God's love. I love you with everything in me. Thank you so much, my honey. All right. Adiola Sarumi, thank you, sir, for joining. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you, everyone that's joined me today. And my name is Oyelayo, but you can call me Oye for short. And this is just one of those random videos on Tuesday midweek. And Parenting Essential is always on Saturday. It's not changing. Please stay glued. And if you have not joined ever, please join next week Saturday. We are back bigger and better, and it's going to be awesome. Thank you for joining me today. So as we go, I can still say that parenting must be intentional. Family life must be intentional. You have to know what you're doing. You have to understand the root cause, if there's any. You have to understand your why. You must know that it is very important for us to not to pass on our aggression, frustration on our children. By the way, that make me remember yesterday I was kind of down. Like really down. I know I was a little bit cranky around the house. I was just, I don't want anybody to just, don't do too much. And I had to talk to my children later at night, like, okay, mommy, I'm very sorry today. I know I was a little bit, like no-go area today. I just explained to them. Today is just one of those days. I'm tired, exhausted. I had so many things going on in my head. I apologize. And they said, oh, it's okay, mommy, we understand. So sometimes we have to actually admit. We should not be too, we should not be that Lord authority, power. Why will I tell my children I'm sorry? If you need to say sorry to your children, please do say sorry. And that is also a teachable moment for them to learn that when we do something wrong, it is totally okay to say sorry. All right, thank you for joining me, and God bless you. God bless you. So I'll see you when I see you. Stay blessed, and don't forget that only the vision guides. Bye for now.